Hey, God bless you, brothers and sisters. This is an encouragement for today from Romans 15:18, and we'll just go through it. What I do is I'll play it first, and then we'll come back.
For I will not venture to speak of anything except what Christ has accomplished through me to bring the Gentiles to obedience, by word and deed, by the power of signs and wonders, by the power of the Spirit of God, so that from Jerusalem and all the way around to Illyricum, I have fulfilled the ministry of the gospel of Christ.
Yeah, so from 6:18, for I will not venture to speak of anything except what Christ has accomplished through me, which is Paul, to bring the Gentiles to obedience, so obedience to the gospel, by word and deed, by the power of signs and wonders, by the power of the Spirit of God, so that from Jerusalem and all the way around to that place, I have fulfilled the ministry of the gospel of Christ. So that's the complete gospel. So we're talking about signs and wonders are for forever. It's not just for them. It's the full gospel. He says it here clearly. For I will not venture to speak of anything except what Christ has accomplished through me to bring the Gentiles to obedience. Okay, so what Paul's being used by word and deed, by the power of signs and wonders, by the power of the Spirit of God, so that from Jerusalem and all the way around to that place, I have fulfilled the ministry of the gospel of Christ. So he's saying the fulfillment of the gospel of Christ, that's a fulfillment. That's the full gospel. Not just preaching the word, but signs and wonders and by the power of God. And that's how we've got to bring the gospel to this lost world today. So don't be deceived by those who are just mere men trying to justify themselves. I'm not trusting God and trusting the power of God, and that God is far able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we ever ask or think in this world today, that he can use his church to heal the sick, raise the dead, cleanse the leper, cast out demons. So come on, church, this is a word to encourage us in these last days. I believe the Lord is calling us to be his bride, to be his body, to be his hands and his feet, exactly what he did on the earth. And he said that we do greater things, which means that Jesus was restricted on the earth to one place at one time, whereas his church is all over the world. And now he can be healing people all around the world through his church. So there's no restrictions. He's using his church, and that's what he wants. He wants his bride to be working by word and by deed, by the power of signs and wonders, and by the power of the Spirit of God, the Holy Spirit, which lives within us, the same Spirit that raised God from Jesus from the dead. So let this be encouragement this morning. Keep reading over it and meditate on the word that Paul is saying here. This is the full gospel. It's clear as crystal here. The full gospel of Christ is not just word, but deed as well, which is the power of God, signs and wonders. So come on, church, let's step out in faith. Let's be courageous. We need to really trust the Lord. And once we have a real relationship, deep relationship with him, we will hear his voice clearer. And we will hear his instruction to go and pray for this person and that person and do his will and purposes. So God bless. Be encouraged this morning. Stick with the word, and you can't go wrong. God bless. Bye-bye.